All right, what's up, guys? This is Brett from FBAExcel. Welcome to another awesome Google Sheets training video. In this one, we're going to have some bulk operations trickery going on. This is definitely our most requested agency level new feature that we didn't have to begin with that we do now. So what it essentially is a way to rename campaigns in bulk. So it's kind of been hidden for a while. It's actually been available. I just haven't had time to make any training. So it's in the Labs tab under Campaign and Adgroup Renamer. This will allow you to use a bulk file to pretty much rename any of the campaigns, at least in the sponsored products for now, based on your own kind of company nomenclature. So it can be really efficient if you're taking over a brand and they've got some just crazy names that don't make any sense and you want to get really organized with the existing campaigns, kind of grandfather in new campaigns going forward. So you're probably familiar with, if you have any experience with Adtactix, our bulk campaign builder tool. So there's going to be another video, if not, where you can learn all about that. But those settings here on the settings tab are found in this section, and the renamer is very similar, but the kind of inputs and variables are found in this section. So it's pretty self-explanatory. The gray cells here should be edited if you want to use them, and you just set the order for each variable in this section here. So you can see you can have quite a few different combinations of kind of inputs that concatenate together. Here's the delimiter, so if you want a pipe or a dash or an underline, you can use different ones. But pretty much the point is set up your campaign and ad group kind of naming scheme in this area, and then everything else is going to be pretty well taken care of automatically, and then there'll just be some kind of fine-tune adjustments you can do at the end. But anyway, to get this going, that's kind of step one, is decide on your nomenclature. Step two, you're going to find the renamer actually kind of hidden on the Labs tab. So I'd go ahead and just recommend expanding that so you can see it's over here at the far left. You just click on this little plus button and it'll give you kind of the interface that you see here. All right, so next you're going to want to import your bulk file and make sure it's synced. I've already got one synced here. If you don't know how to do that, go back to the quick start video and it's going to show you how. It's really easy. Basically just import a bulk file from Amazon, click this button, and then you're in the state that I've got everything in right now. After that, you're really just going to follow these steps. So step one is we're going to paste the campaign IDs and the ad group IDs in this yellow section. And the quickest way to get those is just come up here to the Optimize and Export menu, scroll down to the Labs tab, and then click this little button that says Get Campaign Ad Group IDs. That'll hop you over to your sponsored products file, and it's going to kind of filter everything out to where just the active campaigns that are available, and it's going to slide out a few columns here so we can easily grab these numerical IDs. So just hit OK. You can kind of follow these instructions as well, but I'm just going through in this training video so you can follow that. So you basically would want to grab any of them that you're going to want to rename. You don't have to obviously do all of them. You can just do a few if you want. If you have portfolios set up, you can easily filter by those, kind of grab a section at a time. A bunch of different ways you can do this. I'm just going to do a real dumbed down example in this training, but it should get the point across. So all I did there was copy the IDs. I hit Control-C on the keyboard to copy, and I'm going to hop back over now into the Labs tab, and I'm just going to click here in cell B6 and hit Control-Shift-V as in Victor, and that will that'll paste just the values. You want to kind of be wary of pasting values anytime in Adtactix because there's some conditional formatting and stuff that goes on. If you do a regular paste with Control-V, that kind of screws up and overwrites the formatting. Just a little lesson. So we got that now, and all we do is come up now and click the Run Renamer from the Renamer menu. So pretty simple. Just come up here, hit Run Renamer. All right, you'll get a prompt there. It says New Names Applied. Just go ahead and hit OK. And here's kind of the stage you need to grasp what's going on. So basically in column D here, we pulled in the old campaign name, and that's just for reference. So you can kind of see which product. This is the old name, so this is what potentially if you're an agency, the client would have named their campaign. You've got a little image over here if it's a single ASIN structured campaign. Now here's kind of where your new name started. So if you look, it says SP, then it's got the ASIN, then it's got the match type. And the reason it has that is if we come over here, you can see SP is number 1. So that's where the SP is coming from. Then we had the ASIN, then we had the match type. So pretty self-explanatory. This one, we just have the SKU as the ad group name. So if I hop back into here, again, pretty intuitive. Here's our old ad group name, and then we've got our SKU here for our final ad group name. So there's some additional prefix and suffix adjustments for the campaign name. For the ad group name, there isn't those options, but you can always override or kind of expand on this final ad group name. The final campaign name is going to get created right here, but it's a little bit easier if you make your edits kind of in this section. So the darker gray areas for prefix, suffix, that just means you could add some additional kind of one-offs if you only want to add something to this campaign and not this one and not this one. So you can pretty much customize this however you want. You can modify this further if you want. So it kind of just gives you 3 columns of fine-tuned adjustments for the campaign name and then 1 column for the ad group name. So just to kind of illustrate this, let's say this is a single keyword campaign and you wanted to put another SKW, or you wanted to put the keyword if you knew it, whatever. I'm just going to do that as an example and you'll see what happens. It basically automatically updates over here. So you could do different customizations. It's pretty self-explanatory. What's nice about this table is you can kind of drag stuff down if there's similarities. You want to add kind of a space if you want to add the space to the end. So something like that. And that'll just kind of expand that. Prefix, it's pretty self-explanatory. Say you forgot to add the brand name, add a space. Now it's got the brand SP. If you want to add the date, you can put the date in the suffix. There's also a date field in the settings. I didn't add that automatically, but anyway, if you want to update your custom names after the fact, you'll need to run it like that. And then you can come in here and hop up and rerun the renamer like we just did. It'll refresh it. I'm not going to do it, but that's kind of the process if you kind of messed up your nomenclature from the beginning. That's why you kind of want to set it first and then run everything at once. But anyway, when you get to this point, you can pretty much just make any final edits. It's basically just going to use this column here for final campaign name and this one for final ad group name. It's going to replace the existing campaign names in your bulk file with this final step. So just know that that's the 2 really important columns, and that's pretty much all you need to know. So, all right, so to do the replacement, we'll just kind of use this as our example for the verification. So you see it's got SKW at the end. I'm going to come up here and do labs, finalize names. All right, you'll get a prompt that just says, hey, we're swapping everything out. Are you cool with that? Hit yes. All right, name's finalized. Hit OK. All right, so to verify, I'm just going to, I came up here into column O, which has the new campaign name, and then this has the ad group name. If I look at this first one, you can see this is the one that we just edited. So once you do this, you can actually go back by hitting Control-Z a couple times if you did mess it up, but after that, if you upload this file, like if you export a file and upload it, it is going to convert it to this one. So I would recommend, anytime you're messing with renaming campaigns, at least at a minimum, keep a backup of the bulk file that you initially downloaded in case you want to revert things back. The other thing you can do, go to File, Version History, Name Version. You can name a version, before rename, after rename, stuff like that. And then another feature I wanted to let you guys know about is after you've done your renames, say you're not optimizing any bids, but you just want to do the rename and upload a bulk file to do that. We've got a new button here that says export all along with the old bid. That's going to not change any of the bids, but it's going to change other stuff. So like say you wanted to pause things, rename things, a few other examples, but those are the main ones. You can use that to actually create your export file. So when you create the export file, it goes into this directory here that gets created automatically when you authorize Adtactix. So that's going to be where you go and navigate to in order to upload your new revised file that has the new names in it. The way you will upload that is you're just going to log back into Seller Central, go to bulk operations. A quick way you can just get there automatically, click the import menu like I just did, and you'll click on yes, and it'll take you to this screen here. You can skip over 1 and 2, and you're just going to click choose file and then upload that revised file in our export files folder. And then as soon as that is confirmed, you will have the new names for your campaigns, for your ad groups, and the next time you download your next bulk file and import it into Adtactix, it'll have obviously the new names as well. So pretty simple, I think. As far as clearing the system out and clearing the renamer out, it will actually automatically get cleared when you click on the delete use sheets, which this button should be clicked every time you're kind of done with an Adtactix session of using the tool. You always click this and kind of get it ready for the next time, and everything will kind of just be back to the default state. So hope this training video helped. I hope you guys find it very useful. I know the feedback so far on it has been pretty solid, so don't hesitate if you're using it and you have some other ideas to make it even better to reach out to support. I appreciate it. See ya.